Hello, and welcome to 2.3 Auto Rotations. In this event, we're going to work on cut guns, which are auto rotations from a hover, and auto rotations from forward flight. Here we'll be demonstrating some auto rotations from low, medium, and high hovers. To simulate an auto rotation, we're going to take the twist grip, or throttle, and we're going to rotate it to idle. This will cause the engine to spool down, and it will simulate the loss of an engine. From a low or medium hover, we're going to rotate the twist grip to idle, freeze the collective, allow the aircraft to naturally settle toward the ground, and then increase the collective while eliminating drift to cushion the landing. We want to do this at a rate that matches our descent rate so that as we near the ground, we're increasing the collective all the way to the upper stop to arrest that rate of descent. From a low and medium hover, the key is to freeze the collective and not reduce it or increase it until you get close to the ground, where you need to increase the pitch of all of the blades in order to put out a lot of drag to arrest your rate of descent. Here we see an example from a 10 to 15 foot hover. You'll notice that the collective is frozen until we get closer to the ground, at which point it is increased. From a high hover, and in this example it'll be a 50-foot hover, the rotor system does not have enough kinetic energy in it to freeze the collective for the entire descent. So you must, from a 50-foot hover, reduce the collective a little bit, maybe a half an inch to an inch on your respective collectives or throttles at home, and then allow the aircraft to go toward the ground just a slight bit quicker than in the low and medium hover. So from a 50-foot hover, when you reduce that twist grip to idle, you must reduce the collective ever so slightly, and then the remainder of it works the same as the low and medium hovers, in which you're going to be increasing that collective near the bottom to arrest that rate of descent. For the auto rotation from cruise flight, we're going to start between about 800 and 1,000 feet, flying toward the runway. And when we know that we have the runway made, we're going to rotate the twist grip to idle. We're going to pull the nose back and then reset the trimmer and then neutralize the stick so that we can get our airspeed under control. We're generally looking between about 70 to 100 knots. In the auto-rotative descent, we're going to manipulate the collective to keep NR within limits. If it gets too high, you need to increase the collective. If it gets too low, you need to decrease the collective. At about 150 feet to 100 feet, we're going to raise the nose in order to decrease our forward airspeed and decrease our descent rate. And then as we near the ground, we're going to rock the nose forward and then increase the collective at a rate that matches our descent, all the way up to the upper stop. If you can do these 3 or 4 things, you'll get through 2.3 auto rotation.